Hello YouTube and the YTPC. Smoking Buddy Matt. Back again. Just out in the garage on a brisk Sunday morning. Enjoying a pipe. Enjoying some coffee. You know, it's actually a few degrees warmer today than it was yesterday. When I made my video yesterday, but it feels colder out here. Interesting how that works. It's a bit of a Codger check-in. Got my Missouri Meerschaum Diplomat going with the half and half. And yeah, so I'm going with the half and half. I think I mentioned that last time. That was the decision to go with that. Because I had a full tub of it. If for some reason I run out, I can pick that up locally. As far as I know, it's still available local. But, yeah, so it kind of got me thinking about my, call it my half and half journey. Certainly journey with the Codger blends. But this is not going to stay lit very well. It's kind of getting down there. Anyway, yeah, so thinking back on half and half, and when I first had that, what I thought about it, and you know why I continued with it. So I think the first time I had half and half was in 2019. It was over the summer of 2019. I remember I had some time off work. Was working on a couple things out in the garage here on the driveway. Was watching YouTube videos, watching some live streams. I don't think they were pipe live streams at the time. I wasn't. I don't know how many there were at the time of that, but anyway, I was watching the videos pretty much that whole summer. All I had was Sir Walter Raleigh and half. And that kind of started to solidify the idea that you need to spend time with a blend, with a specific blend. Because Sir Walter Raleigh, switching gears for a moment, when I first had Sir Walter Raleigh, it was kind of odd. Kind of this nutty cocoa, really coarse cube cut burley, and it was dry. Those pouches came really dry out of Tucker, Georgia. And it was weird. Before that, I'd had Captain Black Gold. That was my first pouch of tobacco. And you know, when you open Captain Black, it's, you know, there's a lot of moisture in there, and ribbon cut, and packs easy. Can't say that it lit easy because I was just brand new. But yeah, Sir Walter Raleigh, it was kind of odd to me, and I always kind of had it as this other blend that was interesting. Well, in 2019, when I started revisiting that, I started to get it. I don't know, I started to get some flavors, because I'd been smoking Haunted Bookshop and Old Joe Krantz and those. And we'll get back to why in a moment. But I knew those Virginia Burley, Perique, and I knew that Perique was supposed to give it kind of a pepperiness little bit of a spicy pepper note to it, and I could get it. I could get that, and I liked it. That's why I like Haunted Bookshop. When I was smoking Sir Walter Raleigh, which as far as I know is it's just burley with their topping, and I was starting to get this other flavor coming through occasionally, just little bits of pepper. Like wait a minute, I thought that was Perique. I thought Perique is supposed to be pepper. Well, it is, but Sir Walter Raleigh doesn't have the Perique. And it was kind of at that moment I was like, oh well, I think I'm learning how to taste a little bit. I'm finally starting to, well, not starting to get it because I've been enjoying it, but when I started to get those flavors out of Sir Walter Raleigh, I was like, man, I've really arrived to something that's 2 years in. So at that same time, I picked up some half and half, and why was that? Well, it's the same reason I tried Haunted Bookshop. Same reason I tried Carter Hall. Same reason I tried Old Joe Krantz. And that was because of Matches 860 and his videos. And the way he loved those blends. And I found I enjoyed similar things. So he had done a review of half and half. And I must have watched it at that time because that review was back in 2016. So that was before I was even into pipes and watching videos on pipes. But I used to go back and watch a lot of old videos. It's different today with so many new things coming out. New people, pretty much you're only watching new videos. But back then I watched, God, I'd watch anything. I'd just search for half and half. If I was interested in half and half, I'd search for half and half. And I'd encourage, go back and watch. I might leave a link to Match's video. But there are others. So my first experience with half and half, I bought a pouch. And everyone that talked about it always talked about how odd the pouch note was. Open it up and what is it? It's kind of this licorice anisette topping. I read some reviews. Other people thought they got cherry out of it. I don't know. There might be a little bit of a cherry topping, but it's nowhere near what the licorice topping is. So you kind of got this burley. Burley always has kind of a cocoa undertone. The Virginia, which really didn't know anything about Virginias at the time, and I'm trying to learn more now. Typically, a Virginia maybe gives a little sweetness to a blend, kind of evens it out a little bit. And then this topping. So, I remember the first time I smoked it, it was like, it's kind of like this licorice thing going on. And that freshly opened pouch had some moisture to it. And the pipe I'd used at the time, I'd bought a few Stanwell pipes. They were all unfiltered. And that was a Stanwell number 29. Pretty good pipe. And that first bowl smoked pretty good. I got some gurgle out of it. It was gurgling. So yeah, it was kind of wet. But I enjoyed it enough to, go back to it. And I had this whole pouch now, so I was going to smoke through it. So I did, and as I found that as I worked through that pouch, it dried out a little bit, and you lost some of that really odd top note. I mean, that anisette was still there, but kind of the there was like a harshness. I don't want harshness, but kind of that jarring flavor that's like, what is it? It kind of went away. And by the time I finished that pouch, I was a fan. So yeah, basically that whole summer, I worked through Sir Walter Raleigh and half and half. Anyway, I think that one's done. So, yeah, that got me thinking. I found it really interesting to kind of go back and watch videos and see what was going on in the YTPC kind of around the time that I started, or anyone can go back and try to find videos from around the time that they kind of got into it, because I really wasn't aware that I didn't really understand what the YTPC was a thing. There were all these pipe channels, and I didn't really get that they were connected, but by 2019, yeah, I did. By the time I'd gotten into the half and half, I did, but it's interesting to go back and just kind of watch some videos, kind of what people were doing, what people were talking about. Like right now we're doing the Codger challenge. Everything's going on back then that I had no idea about. So I'll leave a link to Match's video down below. If you haven't seen it, if you don't know who Matches is, check him out. There's a lot of good information there. A lot of good stories there. Alright, well that's all I have for my video today. Just wanted to do a quick check-in. I'll probably be posting this sometime during the week. You know, the thing with this Codger challenge now, I'm going to be personally putting out more videos for it. And other people, there's going to be a lot of videos, so I don't want to I don't want to overwhelm the whole system, I guess. But yeah, day 3. I'm on day 3, enjoying it so far. Pipes are doing good. I'm getting through it. So, all right, with that, I'm going to say take care, enjoy pipe. Take the time to take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye now.